Right, hi everybody and welcome back to LUNDY'S Wild Camp Stroke Bushcraft. And as you can see, I'm back out and it's in a glorious place and I'm getting humped by a dog. He keeps humping me leg. Billy boy! Eh? Look at him. He's a sex pest. And anyway, not Rick, Billy is. So anyway, I'm out with this young man, Mr. Rick T Outdoors.
How's it going?
So he's had a canny long drive to meet us up on the Scottish borders.
Hey, definitely worth it, mate.
Aye.
Been a long time, hasn't it?
It has, mate, aye. So we're out in a place where me and Roney have camped a couple of times and Billy's trying for my leg again. He'll get bored with it, mate, when he realises there's nothing out there to stick it in. But yeah, I'm going to be hammock camping tonight and then possibly a different setup tomorrow. We're out for 2 nights, 3 days. It's about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we've got a couple of hours before we need to get settled in front of the fire. So it's just a case of finding the place to sleep for the night and getting some wood prep done. So anyway, I'll bring us back in a little bit. I'll see you later.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Right, that's me all set up. We've set up a shelter for it to sit under for tonight. We've just got to do making the fire pit, collect some firewood, and then it's a case of chilling out for tonight. It's quite mild actually, I'll tell you what, the weather's spotty dog at the minute. We've got some rain coming tonight and tomorrow, so we'll just see what happens. I'm going to be cooking some nice food. I'm not sure what Rick's cooking tonight like, but I think I'm going to be having some mince and onion with some mashed potato. So we'll see how that goes. But let's have a quick look at me setup. So obviously I've just got me axe, me saw, me gloves down the bottom there. Rick's just prepping a bit of dead standing tree there, which is going to give us absolutely tons of firewood. So, but this is my setup. I've got the 3x3 DD top, but what I've done at the front is I've put a cord on just to pull it out at the side, and this is going to be my main area for sitting in the morning, having a brew and that. I've got the German ground sheet, warm my kit on just to keep it dry. And then I've got the DD super light hammock with mosquito net. Inside, I've got the Snug Pack Special Forces sleeping bag, the thick one. But what I'm doing is I'm going inside of it upside down. I've got I put my foot in the foot box and just put that over like a quilt. And then I've got the Flextail light pillow. It's not fully blown up because blowing your pillow up fully in a hammock, it doesn't work. And that's basically my setup. Oh, happy days, like, happy days indeed. And then down the bottom there, I'll show you later on, down the bottom there we've got a DD super light top set up. We'll put our chairs and things down there, food, and then we'll prep loads of firewood and then get that stored underneath there to keep it nice and dry. Right, let's have a look at Rick's setup. So Rick and Billy are sleeping in here. He's got the, is that the brown top, is it?
Yeah.
Brown DD 3x3, low profile.
Yeah, coyote brown, isn't it?
Aye.
The old one, that though.
Yeah. But always goes for the low setup, Rick. Keep all the winds out. More than enough room in there for him and Billy, because we're only sleeping in our setups. We're not sitting under them all the time. Right, well, a little bit of time's passed. Me and Rick have been busy collecting some firewood. I think there's a tiny little bit of a time lapse of Rick chopping some wood up, like, but I didn't bother with myself. I was up the top end getting wood and things. So we've got a kind of pile down here, and we've got some underneath the shelter as well. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a fire pit going. There's loads of rocks on the floor already, so we don't need to take any away from the wall. I wouldn't do that in any way because it's you know, it's a fixture. So the ones that have fell off we're going to use. We're going to put a nice big flat one that's on the ground at the back, put that as a base. We're going to go from the centre to the top, and we're just going to take one step. So it's going to be roughly about here that we'll do the fire pit, and then we'll start humping in the rocks. I think Rick's getting the base plate one now. We're not going to have a huge fire. It's quite mild actually, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it just needs to cook.
So be about there, mate. Aye.
Sit round at night.
About, see it in the centre of the top. So here's me getting off thingy with me setup. It's got to be, as Rick says, it's got to be bob on.
Aye,
it's got to be bob on, lad. So that's roughly where we're going to have it. It's not mega far away from the top, but this is just a top I use for having fires next to you anyway. Yeah, so right. Happy days. I've got my main ones for my sleeping area. Right, so we're going to get this done. We'll see us in a bit. Right, well, as you can see, we've got lots of firewood prepped. Rick's just busy setting up his fire layer ready to go with his feather sticks and things, and we've been slicing and dicing loads of other little bits of wood up, making some kindling and bits. So we'll be getting the fire started soon, because it is now 6 o'clock at night. As you can see, it's pitch black out there. That's away from the lights. So So I'll set up underneath the DD super light tarp. Rick's done most of the main bits of wood prep, like I've just been cutting the logs up and things. So it doesn't look much firewood compared to what I normally get, but we're just having a very small fire tonight. So we should be happy and ready to go soon. So how are you going to be starting the fire tonight then, Rick? Just feather rod onto your feather sticks?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Aye.
They're not the best feather sticks in the world, but a good job, I would think.
Well, aye, should they, like, shouldn't they?
Yeah. Good stuff.
Right, well, Rick's going to get the fire gun.
This is one of them kids who've been using it at work, and bloody thing's starting to come out and he's gluing back in.
Oh, nightmare. Oh, what's had it there? You got it? Happy days. Nice. Right, well, as you've seen, Rick put the fire on, and it's fantastic. Like the surround we've just been talking about as well, it's holding the fire really nicely as well. But it is time to open the bar. So got the traditional Jack Daniels. Rick's drinking bit of Guinness there.
Aye.
So aye, I'm looking forward to this, and the smell is, oh, I can smell the aroma of me JD. So I'm drinking Jack Daniels honey tonight, and I've got another special bottle to drink tomorrow night, which we'll talk about that tomorrow though. But anyway, thank you everybody for clicking onto the video and tuning in. Cheers everybody. Go over and check Rick's videos out as well on his channel. Links in the description. All right.
Cheers.
Top bushcraft there is Rick. Cheers everybody. Oh, I've just drank half a forest there. I want to have some floaters in it.
Bit of extra roughy.
I normally say that tastes like amber nectar, but that tastes like pine to me. It doesn't stick in your throat, not stick in your arse.
Might do, what way?
That might do, aye. Well, Ah, right. Aye. Hey, it's like being out Camp Rooney. How Rooney, son. Aye, so anyway, we're going to take a little bit of time out, chill out, let the fire build up some nice embers, and then we're going to be cooking. I'm going to be cooking some mince and onion and some mashed potato, and Rick's going to be cooking...
I'm on a cheese and chorizo omelette.
Cheese and chorizo omelette.
Yeah.
So we'll bring you back for that. Probably be a bit of a time-lapsey type thing, because obviously cooking takes a long time, like. Well, there you go. That's my tea done. I've got some mince and onions. So obviously what I've done is I've fried off the onions, made them nice and soft, added the mince, and then I've added 2 little pots of stew stuff. I can't remember what it's called. I'll put it up on the screen. 2 OXO cubes, and then made of a pack of instant mash. Rick's brought a nice loaf of bread, so I've got some nice crusty bread to eat with it as well. So let's have a quick taste, and then I'm going to turn the video off, and then we're going to just chill out for the rest of the night, because we're having some really good conversations. Nice that, mate, eh?
Spot on, mate.
Rick was making a lovely meal, and then unfortunately his handle goes underneath the pan and it gave way, and all his food ended up on the floor. So Billy's had an amazing meal tonight.
Yeah, couldn't believe it. Gutted, weren't we, Billy? So Jimmy saved the day.
Aye, well,
and tatties and onions.
As people saying, as Rooney says, I've got enough here to feed a small village, so I'm quite happy to share.
Yeah, cheers, Jimmy.
As Rick says, that's banging, that.
Banging.
Right, well, I'm going to get tucked into this, because I think I'm going to be stuffed by the time I'm finished this. And cheers, everybody. Unless anything interesting happens tonight, I'll see you in the morning. Adios. Right, well, good morning, everybody. It's about 8 o'clock, and yeah, it's a nice morning. I've just come to the edge of the woodland to have a look out, and what a beautiful place this is. Got a nice big stream coming all the way down the valley, and it is fantastic. There's a bit of mist in the sky, a bit of mist coming down off the hills, but it is beautiful. Yeah, I love it here. Fantastic place. But we're stopping in there. It's still dark, still pitch black in there. So last night, anyway, we had a fantastic night. We sat around the fire just chatting about all sorts of stuff, eating some nice food. The mince and potato was really nice, like, even though it was just basic mince and packet of mashed potato. But I think putting the little pots of stuff in and OXO cubes just give it that extra little nice taste and a bit of onion. Unfortunately, Rick spilt his food. The Pathfinder, what do you call it, frying pan. The handle
folds underneath, and if you don't put the sliding clip down to lock it in place, one false move on that, squeezing that in, your pan goes, and that's what happened to Rick last night. So yeah, bit of a flaw in the frying pan, I think, but he was gutted, and so I was gutted for him, like, because his food was looking amazing. So he managed to salvage a little bit. Billy got lots of it. Billy ended up eating lots of my food as well. I just wasn't hungry last night. I couldn't eat it. Not all of it anyway. But yeah, today we're going to be looking at doing something around camp. Probably try a few skills, do a few bits and pieces. Might go for a little wander around, have a look around the area properly. And yeah, so peaceful. So peaceful. Bloody lovely. This is just one little part of the area. Obviously, as you can see, we've got a nice stream coming all the way through the woods where we're going to collect our water from later on, and it's coming out and making its way into the main river, which is there. It's flowing down from out the mountains really nicely, and goes into a nice big lake. But anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to get in there, get myself a cup of tea. I'll not bring you along for that. I'll bring you back later on. I think we might cook on the open fire this morning, get some nice bits of food cooked. I'm debating about either having pancakes with honey and bananas and that, or cook some like bacon grilling eggs and just make some sandwiches or something, or possibly make some eggy bread. I'm not sure yet. I'm just going to have a little debate and think about it. Get a bit of fuel on board for the day. So we've got a few tasks to do, and a little bit of walking around to do as well. So anyway, I'll bring us along as and when the day goes, because obviously I can't record everything because it will be a huge video over 3 days worth. So I'll catch you later on, because I'm waffling. I'm waffle, yeah, we'll go. Right, well, we've decided we're going to cook on the fire this morning. So for to start it, I've got some of Roney's fire doofers. We've got a couple of little bits of wood prepped from last night, and also the logs that we've got on here. Obviously it's got nice coals on there. Obviously they're out, but it'll act like it's proper like coal, so we'll get that. I've just pinched that from Rick, by the way. He's just mentioned that, so you know. So inside the tin I've added some extra little bits and pieces. I've just give Rick some as well, some fire starting stuff, because he's out all the time as well. So these are things that Roney's went and made as well, the little Twizzler things. So I'm going to see how these work. Now I don't know if these are going to take a spark, but basically it's like cotton wool inside, and it smells like he's got some sort of flammable liquid on it. So I'm going to get them. I've went and put it down now. I'm just going to move this log out the way. I'm going to give myself a fighting chance. I'm going to put 2 of them down, because I've got millions of them. Right. So you just waffle them around a bit, get them nice and fluffed up.
It's like it's got a bit of wax in them and all.
Yeah, it's got wax. If I have a smell there, Rick.
Oh, aye.
It's got something on them, so it's going to catch. And what we'll do is we'll put them on top of the charcoal here and see if we can get a spark going onto them. So using the Forest Fundamental ferrocerium rod.
Good rod, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's belter. Sometimes the string gets in my way, like.
Yeah.
But it hoys out some good sparks.
Oh, it's just melting. Here, we get any.
There we go. So that's that done. I'll give that a Rick so I don't burn it. And then we'll just get this other one, get this alight. So that's them going. And just put the rest of the stuff away. Just keeps. Aye, them are sound. Them on there took a spark nicely.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to put this bit of wood here. It just gives a bit of a brace. And just get the thinner bits, like, really.
Nice to get a bit of heat-top fingers in the morning, isn't it?
Aye.
Straight away.
It's not bad though, is it, this morning?
No. It's not bad at all at minute, is it, eh?
Nah.
Still bloody nice to feel that warmth from fire though.
Oh yeah. As they say on one of my favourite films, nothing like the smell of napalm in the morning. It gives me a hard on. Yeah.
long as this fire don't give you an eye on you.
Well, that's it. I'll be walking out the woods if it does, lad.
The only wood we want in here is this wood.
Aye, I've had enough of Billy humping me leg. I don't want you starting and all. Hey, you know, it is like being out of Roney's first thing in the morning. The sexual innuendos are starting already. Right, anyway, as you can see, they're giving off a lovely flame. The wood's starting to catch there on the bottom. So I'm just going to keep on adding them. And then by the time this fire's going, I'll be bringing you back and we'll have some food on the go.
Fantastic.
All right. Cheers for the fire starters, Roney. You're a top lad.
Yeah, cheers, Roney.
Right, well, that's my eggs done. It's now fancy. So I'm just having some egg sandwiches. Rick's busy cooking himself some sausages up. I was going to cook some bacon grill as well, like, but I just couldn't be chewed, like. So I had 4 eggs in there, but it's turned into 3. So I'll just have 1.5 in each. And one of them's got a nice bit of shell in it somewhere, so I'll be crunching along the way somewhere.
That's to mix the textures up, innit?
Well, that's it. It gives it's a little bit of garnish in it.
Absolutely.
So, you know, it's an egg sandwich, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Like, I've got a bag of ketchup here. I'm going to put some of that on. I'm going to eat my eggs. I've got a massive cup of tea, which has got fresh milk in it. I brought some fresh milk this time. Oh, I still scorch you with that. Anyway, I'm going to get my breakfast. Rick's going to get his. We're going to get sorted out, do some personal admin stuff, and then we're going to crack on. We're going to do some little bushcrafty type skill things. I might even have a go at trying to whittle something. Whittle something? Whittle something. I'm not going to whittle on it. Billy does that. But anyway, I'll catch you all later. Going to get this before it gets cold. One second. Well, hi everybody, just chilling out. We've got another brew on the go. Rick's just away doing a bit of personal admin, and I thought I'd start slicing up some of these nice bits of dry wood, getting them prepped ready for tonight, just where I'm sitting chilling. So I've just got a bit of wood that's nice and flat on the bottom, get that on, and I've just chipped a nice bit of a channel out there, and I'm just going to get me chopper on. Hopefully it should be flat enough and get these all sliced up. Nice little bits ready tonight. Get them sorted. So we'll get a nice easy fire tonight. Got plenty of wood sorted. So we don't really need to forage much now. We didn't burn as much as what we fought last night. So just a little bit of prep. Got some nice bits of wood as well. I'm not going to lie to you because I never lie to you on this channel. I did bring some bits of wood that I processed from home. Some nice bits of cherry, some oak and some beech. I've got some lovely bits in the car to bring over. And some of the bits that I've kept to one side personally just for me and Rick to sit and try and do a little bit of carving with, or try and whittle something, or, you know, just muck around with our knives and things. And well, it's not mucking around, basically. It's practicing my skills. And Rick's the man to have next to you when you want to practice skills, because he's very knowledgeable, like. So, but yeah, so I just thought while I'm sitting waiting for me second brew of the day, it's just chop a few bits of wood up, get them ready to go, and it just helps on the process for tonight.
Oh, gives us a nice start, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? But as you can see, this is a nice bit of, I think this is this beech in it, this by the looks of it.
Yeah, good stuff.
Aye, it's been seasoned. I collected it a couple of years ago now.
Yeah.
I used to be in a group that has people in that are tree surgeons.
Conservation.
Yeah, and what they do is when they're in your area, they put posts up saying, look, we've got loads of wood here, if you want to come and collect it. And at the time I had it 4x4 and I had my big trailer, So I went there and I'd done about 3 loads, and I just stockpiled it all in my big garden at the back. And it's been there for years. Like, I've used it for a multiple of different things.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of this wood is that good. You could probably make some decent stuff with it.
Yeah.
But as you can see, it's well seasoned.
You'd have to sharpen your knives afterwards, wouldn't you?
Like, my axe isn't even going through that. It's solid as a rock, but it's dead light. So anyway, I think the kettle's boiled, isn't it?
Is it boiled?
I'm not sure. I didn't have a down a little. I dropped it right. Drop it right down. So I'm just going to continue doing this. I'm not going to bore you. I just thought I'd bring you back and explain a couple of things of what we're doing, and then well, I think we're going to go for a little walk around. I might bring the camera. I might. Me and Rick are away out for a little mooch around. I'll bring you back and forwards for little bits, but not all of it. Like, but we're just walking up on the tops of the hills now, just checking the woods out, and obviously you've just seen a little view looking down into the valley. But there's some nice little bits. Like, I'm just gonna have a quick look up here. Some nice little areas for setting up camps and things. There's not much of dead wood though. That's the only problem. It's quite mature trees in here, but bit lumpy and bumpy in places, but nice place of adventure. Oh, what a stunning place this is. Loads of little waterfalls everywhere, isn't there, coming off out the ground. Hi, that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, look at that, it's a bit of landscape photography.
Yeah.
Boom.
Lovely, isn't it?
Oh, mate.
Well, me and Rick have found a nice little viewing area. It's just a pity that the clag's coming in across the tops. It's starting to clear a little bit now. You can see another wood line up on the top there. But yeah, we've had a good little adventure today. And Billy Boy's loving it. Right, well, time to get some water. And I found a perfect source. The water's lovely and clean. It's coming all the way down from the top of the hills. And as you can see there, we've got a nice fast flowing little bit of water coming off the rocks and everything. So it's perfect. All right, and today I'm going to be using this. This is a Forestfundamentals millbank. All right, it tells you on the back how to use it. What it does is it doesn't sterilise the water 100%, okay? It just takes out all the grating bits and pieces of crap and all that. But what you need to do first is get it and absolutely soak it, like, first. So I'm just going to, oh, that's cold. So I'm just going to get it underneath this running water, get it nice and soaked. All right. Now once it's soaked, we'll be to fill it up and it'll just drip the water out nicely. So that's it soaked there. We'll get it soaked inside as well. All right, give it a bit of a mix, get rid of the water that we've just put in there. So that's it, all right to work, to use. I mean, it's got a bit of cordage and it's got a little shackle on the end as well. All right, so now it's time to get it filled up as much as we can. That's it. Oh, happy days. Oh, that holds a canny bit of water. And then what we're going to do, just get a hold of the draw cord. You just hang it up, as you can see. It's coming out the bottom there. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put the pan underneath it. And I'm going to get as much water as I can for me and Rick. And we'll keep doing this until we've got enough to get with fruit today and tomorrow. Alright. So bear with us and I'll bring us back. Right, well, there you go. I've got it hanging in the worst place you could ever hang it, really. And I know people are going to comment about it. Why are you hanging your water source over the top of your fire pit? Because at the end of the day, the fire pit's in the open, and if it was raining, it'd be getting wet anyway. All right, so there's my answer to your questions, everybody. Well, that's the millbank there. I can't remember how much litrage it holds. I think it's about 2.5 to 3 litres by the looks of it.
Big one, isn't it?
Aye, it's a big one. So we'll fill that pot up. Sorry, I'm out of breath because I've just ran all the way from the river to here to try and get it hung up. But I think what I might do is, off camera, I might take it off and then take the tripod away from the fireplace, because Rick's just put loads of lovely shavings in there, because Rick is busy crafting a nice spoon at the moment.
Absolutely.
I think I'm going to try and do myself a little spatula as well today. Do a little bit of crafting. But as you can see, the water is lovely and clean, and that pot's nearly full already. So happy days, like. So I need to go and get me other bottle and get that sorted. I'll see you in a bit. Right, well, it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's starting to get dark in the woods, but it's still light outside. So I'm going to have a little play around with a bit of wood for a bit, and then we're going to think about getting the fire on in about an hour's time, I think. Cook some food, sit and chill out, talk loads of bushcraft stuff, wild camping stuff, and swing the old lampshade and talk some more stories. So I'm going to attempt to split this. I think it's going to be hard because it is well seasoned, but I'm just going to whack the axe in first, see what happens, and that's happy days. There we go, put that to one side. Obviously I'll be to chisel off all these little bits, trying to keep it a nice flat. Now I'm going to stop doing that because that's dangerous, and just use a bit of wood to knock it off. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a nice flat edge on this side, and then I'm going to take a little bit off here. I've just noticed a bit of a knot there, like. So I don't want it to be too thick, but I don't want it to be too thin either. This is solid wood, this. Jesus. That's it. I've got the two ends off, so I've got this to work with. Obviously I'll do a lot of it off camera as well, possibly, but it's just a case of make a couple of insertions into it and then go down like so, and just keep doing that until you get it nice and flat. It's got a bit of a knot there, like, so I'll try and keep away from that bit. So get your axe, go into it, make some little chopping marks, and then go at the top and bring them all off. And that gets it nice and flat. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get this all one level. As you can see, it's all over the place on this side, but this side's starting to flatten out. But I think because it's got a knot there, I'll get my saw out and I'll cut this bit off, and the rest of it looks knot free. So see him again, just going in, hitting it, hiding some little bits in, and then up to the top. And that gets it nice and flat. Well, as you can see, I'm getting down to the nitty gritty now. So what I've done is I've drawn a little spatula shape using, and I said Roney there, using Rick's spatula. And then all I'm doing now, I've sawed down to where I want it to go onto the lines. I'm just taking all the thick off now, and then I'll do the same with this bit, and then start trying to round off the handle and start making some sort of a spatula shape, really. But I'm just doing all the hard work instead of doing it with my knife, just taking little bits off at a time using the axe, and it'll go down to the top part and stop, because I've cut the ledge there. So you can see it's starting to get into a nice handle there now. I've drawn the spatula on both sides, so when I'm twisting it around I can roughly see where I am. So to get it on the same level, what I've done is I've drawn lines down the edge here and then just traced it back down that side. So to take the bulk off the main part, what I'm doing is I'm not chopping away at it, I'm putting the axe on top of it and then just tapping the axe down, and it's taking nice chunks off like so. So when I get to the next stage, I'll bring you back Rick's just busy there. I'll just spin you around. He's just busy on the other side here. He's just carving his spoon, but Rick's got a lot more experience at it than me, and he's actually bought his spoon hook knife. So I've got a few of them in the house. I just need to start using them again. Get back into the swing of doing different bits.
You need them for spoons, don't you?
Yeah, oh definitely aye. So, and anyway, I'll bring you back when I'm on to my next stage. Right, well, as you can see in the background, it's dark in here now. It's 5:20. I'm just about finished my spatula. I've got a couple of little tiny little bits to like smooth off a bit, but other than that, like, it's done. I'll bring it up closer so you can have a look at it. Rick's done his spoon as well, which is looking mint. But there you go. There's my spatula. Nice long handle on it. And we'll get some use out of that. I've still got a few bits to do here, but I like the rustic look. I need to get rid of these little bit of sharp edges and round them off a bit. But other than that, I'm quite impressed with that. I've done that with my big bushcraft knife and yeah, and an axe. So happy days. But anyway, because of the time, oh, I've just nearly fell. Because of the time, it's now bar is open. Right, so in any way, like I just said, the bar's open. I just had to stop videoing for a bit and find my cup because I couldn't find it. But I've got it now. Panic over, Mr. Mandarin. So then anyway, tonight, I'll be mostly drinking this. This is a bottle of Jack Daniels. It's only 35c bottle. But I'd just like to say a big thank you to Happy Campers Newcastle, Ben, and your mucker. I'm sorry I forgot your name. Is it Jeff? I'm not 100% sure about that, so I apologise if I got that wrong. I was kindly given this by them. They stashed it in a secret location and I picked it up the other week. So I've measured this out, and this actually works out at 3 bottles of what I drink every night, the little bottles. So that's quite a lot of Jack Daniels, really. I'm starting to think, whoa, have we got a problem, lad? But anyway, I'm going to pour myself a nice wee dram. That's a kind of nice wee dram. That's nearly half of the bloody bottle, Jimmy. And Rick's drinking some Jack D's.
Bit of Guinness.
No, not Jack D's, Guinness, sorry. I've got Jack D's on the brain, haven't I?
Yeah.
But I enjoyed sitting there, chilling out for a little bit, for about an hour or so, carving away. We've got some amazing little bits of chips of wood done, and little bits and pieces to get the fire started as well, which we're going to do straight after I have a drink of this very strong Jack Daniels. Ooh, I can smell it. It smells lovely. Why, that's a strong one. I'll probably end up adding another can of Coke to that and a bit more Jack Daniels later on. But yeah, happy days. So anyway, once again, lads, thank you very much. I'll leave a link in the description. They've got a YouTube channel. They're very new to the game. But if you wouldn't mind going down and giving them a support, that would be highly appreciated. If you do, give them a nudge and tell them that you come from LUNDY'S Wild Camp Bushcraft, and that would be highly appreciated from me. You know me, I like to support the smaller channels, especially me local channels as well. I think we're getting some rain tonight, mate.
Yeah, good.
Aye, it's just starting to come in.
Oh.
So anyway, I think before the rain kicks in, we're going to get some, get the fire started. Rick's doing a bit of prep. He's making some, what are you making?
I'm going to be on corned beef hash.
Oh, sorry, I've got my light on. Oh, bloody hell, I hate having my light on when I'm talking to you. Sorry about that, everybody. He's making some corned beef hash. I'm just going to be making, I've got a pie that goes in a big one of them tins. I'll show you it later on when I'm doing it. Some tatties and some peas and a bit of gravy.
Yeah.
Happy days. Right, well, tonight my tea consists of a tin of mushy peas, a tin of small price potatoes, and I'm just going to put my gloves on and show you. I've only had it on the fire for what, 10 minutes, Rick?
Yeah.
I've put it on my grill, I've had to raise it a bit, and what I've done is I've put the foil over the top loosely, so what it's doing is it's reflecting the heat back down onto the pie. And there you go, and look at that, it's starting to brown off nicely and it's starting to rise as well. Normally take about 35 minutes in the oven to do, so I'm just testing this out to see what it's like. And then once it's cooked, I've got my frying pan. I'll take a slice of it out, put it on my frying pan, put some water on boil as well soon, and I'll get my gravy made using the water that I've done this afternoon there, which I've got in this pot here. So I'm going to move this pot over so I've got a nice boil of water going. And I'm going to put it on this nice little flat rock in the bottom here, because it was looking a bit dubious on that slopey rock. But yeah, simple, basic, easy tea. And also, just in case Rick was going to share some, what's it you're making? Corned beef hash. He's got a huge pot there, like, so I was debating whether to open my tins or not, like. But you know, it's going to be dinner for Rick tomorrow as well, because I'll probably have a little mouthful of it, like, to taste it. But anyway, that's my food go. I'm really impressed with that though. That's browning off nicely. So, and using a bit of foil on the top to reflect the heat back down onto the top of the pie is working a treat. But anyway, I'm going to get back to that lovely strong Jack Daniels that I've got. Just thought I'd bring you along and show you a type of food that you can bring out, and you know, tin food. It's it does the trick.
Sways in the sun, keeping our stories in its motion.
Right, well, Rick's got his corned beef hash, and it tastes, as Rick says, a Bobby Dazzler. I've got my foods prepped and ready to go. My pie hasn't risen as much as I expected to, like it does at home. I'm just going to put my spoon in my pocket because I'm using my new spatula. That's quite warm. My grill's just gone down. I'm going to put this on my new little table I found. I've got some tatties and some what do you call it? Let's turn yours around a bit. So there's my pie. This normally rises nice and crusty in the oven, but it hasn't here. But I've took it off and had it, excuse me, I've had a little bit of a taste. So I'm just going to cut the pastry with my new spatula and serve it in. I'm just going to do half at a time. Obviously, it's not going to come out like a pie. It's just got a little bit. See, most of the fillings actually. What do you call it? Oh, actually, I'm just going to put the whole lot in. It's actually burnt the bottom, mate. I'm quite devastated, actually. But there was a tiny bit of heat coming up. But I'm going to scrape in as much as I can. And it's going to be a bit of... I'm calling this a tramp's tea. That's what I'm calling it. So I've got a nice bit of pie there. I've got some tatas cooked in the what do you call it? So I'm just going to pour the juices out around the base of the fire. Put them in. Then I've got some mushy peas. Now I'm going to use the sauce off the mushy peas to give me tatties a little bit of juices on. I'll get that out using my spatula. See, it's getting used for everything. Do you know what it is? I might even eat my food with my spatula. There you go. I was going to make some gravy, but I can't be bothered. So, there we go. It's a tramp's tea. I don't know if the light's strong enough, because the light's kind of far away. So, two seconds, everybody. I'll just try and find the switch on the back of this light. Oh, there we're gone. I've got my gloves on. I don't know why, because the pan's not. But there we go. We've got a bit of a mince pie there. Some potatoes and some mushy peas. That's going to fill quite a big hole. I'm going to put a bit of salt on, give it a little bit of seasoning, and I'm going to enjoy that. But as you can see, The mince is burnt on the bottom, but it's all right. It's eatable. So anyway, I'll catch you all later, everybody. How's your food there, Rick?
Banging. Yeah, enjoy
Yeah?
it. Yeah, lovely.
It looks finger licking good, like, and it tastes nice. I had a little spoonful of it before. But anyway, we're going to sit and have some food, and we're going to chill out for a bit. We might bring this back later for a little bit of a talk when we get sorted, cleaned up and things. Okay, so stay tuned, everybody. And if you've watched the video all the way through so far, thank you very much. And once again, don't forget, go and check out Rick's channel, link in description.
Aye.
Happy days. Proper bushcrafter, proper adventurer. He went over to Canada and done a big canoeing expedition with his boys. His two sons, and
Little adventure.
it was three of the lads were there, weren't there?
Well, two of my lads and Kyle.
Kyle,
One of Jack's mates.
Jack's mate. Absolutely fantastic videos. Go and check them out. Well, good morning, everybody. The third morning and the last morning of our camp. So I had a brilliant sleep last night. I went to bed. What time was it we went to sleep last night? About 10ish,
Must have been about
10 o'clock.
something like that. We weren't late, were we?
And I was out like a light straight away. My first wake up call was 3 o'clock for old man P, and then about 5 o'clock for a second old man P, and then there was a bit of a crunch in the air, wasn't there? Like a crash, like a tree coming down somewhere. The wind picked up a little bit last night, but it's died down again, so that's fantastic. We've been really lucky considering the weather forecast before I came up here was torrential rain, winds, snow and everything. And we've had none of that, apart from a little bit of wind last night. Yeah. I think I had a little bit of wind off all that food I ate last night as well. Like, but yeah, I've really enjoyed myself this weekend. It's been absolutely tremendous to spend time with you again, Rick. And by the time I come round to the social area, Rick had the fire going. We've got a hot water on the go for a nice brew. Yep. We're going to have some corned beef hash left over from Rick's tea last night as a starter for our brekkie this morning. And then I'm going to make some pancakes with bananas and honey as an appetizer for afterwards. And then obviously we'll be tidying up the area, getting packed up and having a very slow pack up, like. Make sure that the area's spotless as if we've never been. Put all the rocks back in place and things like that. Tidy everything up, yeah. And have a nice long, well, especially Rick, is going to have a nice long drive home back down to Lancashire. Is it Lancashire you're in?
Lancashire, right?
Lancashire.
Yeah.
I've always been calling him a Yorkshire bloke. Aye, it's been absolutely brilliant, mate.
We'll have to make it a bit quicker next time and not so long.
Yeah, I know.
A few bloody years.
Aye. We'll get down the lakes, mate.
Yeah, defo.
Get down the lakes in a few months' time.
Yeah.
Me and Roney will come down. I've been calling Roney Rick for ages now. I suppose it's better than what I normally call him, like. But and anyway, we're going to get a cup of tea. I'm going to have a bit of corned beef hash. I'll bring this back for when I do a little bit of cooking of some pancakes and things, and we'll just see how the morning pans out. I'm in no hurry to leave early this morning, but obviously Rick's got a nice journey home, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, waffle. I'll catch you in a bit, and thanks for watching so far, everyone. It's well appreciated. Don't forget, check that man's channel out.
Rick's Outdoor Adventure.
Yeah. A fountain of knowledge. A fountain of knowledge. Right, well, first course of the day done. Nice bit of crusty bread and some corned beef hash, but kindly made by Rick. And it's lovely, jubbly.
Leftovers from last night.
Aye. He made a massive pot and said, I'll keep some for the morning for you. So we're going to get this done. I've got a nice big brew, which is going down a treat as well. Billy's even got a bowl of corned beef hash and some bread as well. He keeps pinching our little logs behind me and taking them up the back. I went round the corner before and he's got about six in a pile. So I think he's going to start his own little fire, like. He's a funny one.
Yeah, we've been nicking our wood, lad. We've been nicking our wood.
But aye, this is lovely. This, like, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's loads of stuff in it, like, brilliant. Thank you, Rick.
Right.
I'm just hoping the pancakes work out. I'm sure they will. Right, we're going to enjoy this, finish with brew, and we'll get another brew on the go and get our second course for our breakfast, and I'll catch us in a bit. Right, well, time for me to do my culinary expertise. So I'm just going to put these little bits of wood here, make us a little bit of a base to put me frying pan on. Let's just check it, make sure it's going to be reasonably flat. And that's why I've kept them, because they've got a nice flat edge on them. And I've got my nice spatula I made last night. So I'm just going to pour some oil in, the last of my oil. So I hope it's enough. And then we can see that the pan's flat or not, which it ain't. Because we need it to be as flat as possible. And then we'll just let that heat up. Rick's just been slicing up the yellow carrot that he said he's got. I've added some water in this. This is the easy way to do pancakes. I'm actually going to spin myself around a little bit because I'm getting smoked out, which is not good for talking or seeing. Wind's gone everywhere this morning.
Swirling about, isn't it?
It's swirly whirly.
Feels like snow as well,
Oh,
Jimmy.
yeah. It feels like snow again. Hee. It's going to look like snow. Well, I filled this up to the fill mark, but to me, it feels a bit watery. But we'll see how it goes. We're just going to do a couple at a time. I couldn't get the lid off. I had to get Superman there to do it.
How many pancakes you get out of that?
I don't know. We'll see, mate. Oh, it's not very round. I'm going to see if I can make them like that. It's a...
Just do a great big one.
Just do a big one.
Yeah.
We'll just do a big one. Big fat one. And then I'll cut it in half with my spatula. I should have done half a tub and then half a tub, really, shouldn't I?
Where have you been? Did you see, did you hear, did you feel anything? In the world you're in the world you're in. Brutality, make it one, make it two, make it three times around.
Happy days.
Happy days.
Happy days indeed, Ricky boy. How's it tasting, mate?
I know when I get up, wife's going to be saying, why do you keep saying happy days? Where have you got that from? Something like that. She'll be like, yeah, tea's ready. I'll be like, happy days.
Happy days. Do you want a bit more of this, honey?
Oh, I'm alright there. Cheers, Jimmy.
It's supposed to be nice and healthy for you, that, honey.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm just going to hide a lot on.
Be healthier than syrup anyway, won't it? I reckon.
Yeah.
Well, who knows?
Are you sure you don't want any more before I hide it?
Well, you're not having it. One.
No, go on. I'll give you the bottle so you can shake it, mate.
Cheers, mate.
And then just hide it on the fire. Right, well, there we go. I decided to do the one pancake. I think as Rick says, in hindsight, because I don't use that type of word. I'm not posh.
You can tell 'cause you said it wrong. You said Ironside instead of Ironside.
Well, that's that. Did you not watch that programme when you were a kid? Ironside, the detective.
Oh, yeah. Of course I did. Good, weren't it?
But anyway, there's pancake there, some banana and some, what do you call it? Spatula done its job. Yeah, it was able to cut with its nice fine edge. Oh, tastes alright, that.
Yeah, it's alright, that,
Oh, I forgot I've got my cup of tea and all, haven't I?
Banging.
So yeah, so got a little bit of this, bit of honey on it, bit of banana. Oh yeah, that's lovely jubbly, that. There you go, look. Happy with that, Rick?
Yeah.
Happy days, mate.
Yeah, happy days.
So that's my second course done for breakfast, and I've got another pot of tea there to drink. Everything's looking good.
Yep.
I'm going to let the fire die down, and we'll just let that burn off as we're packing away.
Yeah.
And then I'll get me pot and we'll go to the water source just at the back of where we're sleeping, and we'll pour tons of water on, get the area all cleaned up, get rid of all the wood chips and things.
Yeah.
And then when we're packed up and ready to go, we'll bring you back and show you around the area. Right, well, that's us all packed up and ready to go. I'm just going to quickly show you around. There's a few little bits of chipped wood and that around on the ground and things, you know, but other than that, so that's the area where Rick slept with Billy Boy, the dog, and this is where I slept here. It's just a couple of branches down there. If I ever come back here again, if they're dry, I'll use them for firewood because they're raised off the ground. All right, there's nothing left in the trees or anything. No rubbish lying around, just the odd little branch snapped and that. And then as we head back down to camp, oh, I think Rick's just doing a little bit of a shoot. So, but yeah, all the bags packed and ready to go. Rick's got his huge bag over there. I've got my huge bag here, plus a couple of bits there, plus a couple of bags full of rubbish to carry out as well. As you can see, Rick's done most of the clearing up here, like there. So the fire pit was here. Obviously that's just muddy area. All the rocks have been put back where they're supposed to be, next to the wall, on the wall. All right, so yeah, happy days. Had an absolutely a belter 3 days away. It's afternoon time now. It's been fantastic to be back out with Rick, and we've had some really good banter, some really good conversations about wild camping, bushcrafting, like all sorts of stuff to do with the outdoors. It's been a refreshing change to not have music playing and things. Not that I don't like music, I do like a little bit of music when I'm out. It's when I mostly listen to music is when I'm out camping, but we've been practicing some skills on camera and off camera, so that's even better. And we've went for a nice walk around the area and found some belter locations for little bivvy camps and things. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's really appreciated. Don't forget, go and check out Rick T Outdoors Adventures. The link will be in the description. All right, I've got a few videos out with Rick. We've had a fantastic kayak camp down in the Lake District years ago, and then he came up to our area excuse me, for a few days out camping, and then he's just come back up. So we'll be going back to the lakes again in a few months time, fingers crossed. But anyway, I'll let the man say his little bit like I do with Roney, and then we'll be on my way. So Rick T Outdoors, here you go.
I'm under pressure now, and Billy starts humping me like, nah, it's been a top camp, hasn't it?
It's been mint,
yeah,
hasn't it?
bang on. So yeah, we've enjoyed it, and great to get up to your area for all these Northumberland lads and what have you, North East lads. It's you've got a cracking spot up here. I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
He's mentioned the jealous word about 50 times last night when we're sitting talking.
I mean, Lancashire's beautiful. I'm a Lancashire lad through and through, but it's fantastic up here.
Yeah.
And I'll be back again before long, no doubt about it.
Aye, that's
Cheers,
it.
Jimmy.
Rick, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate. Don't forget, go and check this man out. He's a fountain of knowledge, loads of bushcraft skills. It's his livelihood.
Yeah, we love it, don't
you know,
we?
he's out in the wilderness 7 days a week.
We love it, don't
All
we?
right, teaching people and everything. So he's the man to know.
Cheers.
All right, see you next time. See you, everybody. Thank you very much, and welcome to all new subscribers. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Check all the links below, please. See you next time.